First off, it's all about the U. Let's talk about the 9th part of the 12-part video series. And we're going to talk about our home game November 7th against the Virginia Cavaliers. Let's talk a little bit about Virginia for a second. Here's the thing when you get an Algro coach team. When you think, hey, they're going to have a horrible season, they get off to slow starts, his teams usually finish strong. However, last year, that was not the case. They lost their final 4 games. Now, the question I have for Virginia and their fans up there is, will the Cavaliers find a way to put it all together in 2009? Or will they continue to be a so-so team that doesn't realize full potential? Now, offensively, they returned Sewell after being suspended last year. And Hall's going to be playing offense this year. He's going to move over from the defensive side of the ball. Like Sam Shields is to us on the defensive side, he's going from defense to offense. Hall's going from defense to offense. Sam's going from offense to defense for us. And Hall's their best player, who could be another Percy Harvin type of player. And let's face it, Percy Harvin was a hell of a player in Gainesville for 3 years. Now, of their 10 best players coming back, half are seniors. This is an experienced group Algro brings back this coming season. Now, on the O-line, you know they lose Eugene Monroe to the Jacksonville Jaguars in the NFL draft. But this is still a pretty good unit that returns a lot of experience. They have a kid. Their staff police will be the next great O-lineman there in Charlottesville and Moses. This kid is 6'7", 332 pounds. However, the downside is they are very weak in run blocking, and especially on the left side at left tackle, and that's something from a CANES perspective our D-line can take full advantage of. They are very young and inexperienced in the receiving corps. The running game, yes, they lose Perriman, but they still have a potent weapon in Simpson returning, and they have a guy that's a converted linebacker at Jackson that could do damage out of the backfield. Does that sound familiar? You know, the H-back fullback screen. I think we've seen enough of that around here to absolutely get sick over. But anyway, let's move over to the defensive side. Their best player returns on defense this year, and that's Dowling. He was the strength of their D, and they're very deep and loaded in the secondary. He's 6'2", 200 pounds, and is the kind of player that's a heat-seeking missile when it comes to going after the ball carrier. From a CANES perspective, Jacory is going to have to know where he is on the field. And they do have some quality players returning in Cook, McLeod, and Mosley, the latter 2 being sophomores. Their best player, Hall, was their leading tackler last year with 59. And he'll probably be on full time this year. As we know, anytime you see a grow team, you're going to see the 3-4. And they're very tough at stopping the run. However, their front 3 is totally rebuilt with new people at new positions. Their linebacking core loses 3 key people from last year: Sinton, Coop, Copper, and Appleby. But anytime you have a grow coach team, you're going to see hard work and effort on every play with what he has. Special teams, they're a little shaky there. You know, Randolph and Hinky battling to be the place kicker. They do return a very good punter in Howell, who doesn't allow big returns on punts. And their special team coverage is pretty good. Their returners, Minifield and Hall, are so-so at best. However, for those of you that remember Ron Prince, the former Kansas State coach, he's back in Charlottesville, this time as their special teams coach. The question here is, what impact will Prince have on this unit that showed flashes of brilliance and also very mistake-prone? Rate the offense a 7. Defense, I'm going to rate a 7, and the special teams a 6. So when you break it all down, it's about a 7. Looking at Virginia this year, very tough coastal division. I can't see them winning more than 5 games. I'm going to go another losing season for Bro. I'm going to go 5-7 for the Cavaliers in 2009. That's it. As always, go Canes.